Please, sir, I want some more. Excuse me, ma'am, I want some more. Oh, pretty please, sir, I want some more. Really? If this is how you manage your cash flow, receiving late payments all the time or not getting paid at all, then we really need to talk. Hi, I'm Naomi Skarzinski with the Top Shelf VA channel, your place for creativity and inspiration for business and life. Now, if you're new here, please take 1 second, right now, and click on that subscribe button. I really appreciate your subscribing because the more my channel grows, the more opportunities I have to help others. So, are you acting like Oliver Twist, desperately begging your clients to pay you on time or even pay you at all? Do you stand there, meekly looking up, bowl in hand, and softly say, please, sir, I want some more? Now, I know you would think we would start the discussion about cash flow management right at the starting line, analyzing what's needed for your business. But in my opinion, that's really not the place to start. We're going to start this conversation at the finish line of the cash flow management cycle. We're going to discuss how to get your invoices paid on time. Now, why are we starting at the end? It's simple. With the years I have been in business, I have seen a handful of clients and way too many of my colleagues in the service provider industry not get paid or not paid on time. Since they haven't been paid, they then struggle to meet their own obligations. Well, guess what? You could carefully complete a cash flow analysis for your small business. You could have an extremely clear picture of what your personal cash flow requirements are. You could even be proactive and analyze what you need to do to manage your cash flow, whether you're in an economic recession or in a recovery. None of that matters if you are not being paid on time. All of your small business cash flow management analysis systems, your fancy accounting software, and your forecasting goes completely out the window if you are not paid. If you are not being paid, you'll always be in the feast or famine cash flow conundrum. That's why we start at the finish line. Now, there are 5 basic steps all small business owners need to take to ensure invoices are paid on time. Number 1, change your mindset. You are no longer an employee. You're running a business. You need to start seeing your business with an owner's eyes, not an employee's eyes. Number 2, establish boundaries. If you don't know what your boundaries are, you then end up allowing others to dictate what happens to you. This has to stop immediately. If you're not sure about how to set your boundaries, watch my video, Setting Boundaries for Your Business and Your Life. I provide 7 steps in that to setting strong boundaries. Now, number 3, have an agreement or contract. Even if you're the only one in your business, you need to have an agreement or contract. No one should conduct business without some type of agreement that sets out the parameters of the relationship. This agreement helps to solidify some of those boundaries you established for your business. Number 4, have a late payment policy. All contracts should have a late payment policy, clearly stated. This policy should include your standard due date of all invoices, what happens when payment is not received by the due date, what the fees are for the late payment or non-payment, and whether services will continue or stop until payment is received. Number 5, strengthen your backbone and enforce your late payment policy. When payment is not received by the due date, don't wait and hope your client remembers to pay you. Send an email, get on the phone, contact the client and remind the client about needing the payment. Now, not later. Don't stop reminding your client. Be persistent. Obnoxiously persistent if you have to. This has to be part of your cash flow management strategy. Now, do be polite but firm and adhere to your late payment policy no matter what. Now, occasionally, hopefully rarely, there will be clients who will test your boundaries and policies. If they learn they can do it once or twice, they will keep not paying you on time or at all. Now, here's the best advice I can give you. If a client does not pay you, do not keep providing services in the anticipation he or she will pay you next month. All that does is present your client with an even larger invoice that won't be paid the following month. Now, fortunately, in my business, I've never had to halt services for non-payment of an invoice. However, I have seen way too many service providers talk about how they haven't been paid in months, but they're still working with the client. Don't do it. Remember, receiving invoice payments on time is where you should actually start your cash flow management system. Here's my question for you. What type of systems do you have in place to ensure you are paid on time? Let us know in the comments section below. The more we share, the stronger our businesses and our lives will be. Now remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video. As usual, this full edition of this report can be found on topshelfva.com. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Naomi with topshelfva.com. Until we meet again, have a wonderful day.